All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start, and we'd like to welcome everybody, those of you who stayed after a wonderful day's racing here at Betfair Tingle Creek Day, and welcome to the inaugural Goffs Tingle Creek Sale. Before we start, we'd like to thank the Sandown Park team for partnering with Goffs for this unique event. Their enthusiasm for the concept has been quite superb from the outset, and they put a lot of work into pulling this event together with some excellent facilities and a real can-do attitude. We also extend our thanks to our vendors who supported us with this exciting new venture, and we hope there'll be another talent like Ahoy Senor, Constitution Hill, Honeysuckle or John Bon, who you saw winning in such fine style later today. I mention those horses because they are all graduates you read and understand the code, whilst we also draw your attention to advice to buyers on page 14 of the catalogue. The minimum bid today, this evening, is £5,000, and bidders should bid clearly and quickly to the the team at the Goffs team who are around and about, or to our sales office that is to the extreme right of this building here. And we ask everyone to follow any instructions for the Goffs or Sandown team that may be appropriate at any time. If you intend to bid, please ensure you're registered with us prior to bidding. If you had to do so, please speak to our financial director, Derek Forrest. Derek is in the office by the white pillars to the extreme right. And finally, no We have a wonderful track record with our vendors. They provided us with some real champions. The great Constitution Hill is a graduate of Goffs boutique point-to-point sales. Ahoy Senor is a graduate of Goffs boutique sales. Honeysuckle is a graduate of Goffs boutique sales. And you saw a mighty is Match Adam, a 4-year-old gelding by Manatee. Please note, he has been hobdate. He's the winner on debut of a 4- and 5-year-old maiden point-to-point at Lark Hill. That was on Sunday, battling to the end to win by a head. So here's a fella with a 100% record, 1 start, 1 win, Come on, give me one about an bid here. How about 100,000 and put me in? Anybody got a bit of 100,000 and put me in 100? How about 50? Anybody got a bit of 50? What about a bit of 20 on bid? And I got 20. Yes, it's yours. 20 on bid now. 20 a go. I got 20,000. Enemy now. 20 bid now. 20 now. 20,000 and who goes on now? 20 bid now. 20 go. I got 20,000. That'll be now 20,000 bid. 20,000 this winner. 20,000. That'll be now. And who goes on now? Yes, 22 there. Yes, you're bidding 22 now. 22. I got 5 bid. I got 25 now. 25. I got 30 bid. I got 30 and left. 30,000. I got yes, sir. 35 now. 35 would have been now 35, you got 40. 35 would have been now 35, 540 bid, I got 40 now. I got 40,000, that'd be now 40 got. 40,000 bid. At 40,000, that'd be now 40 got. 40 is left. At 40,000, that'd be 2 if you like, sir. At 42, and it'd be now 42, you get a 5. At 42, and it'd be now 45, 45, or 45, yes. At 45, would have been now 48. 48, you got 50. At 40, 48, that'd be now 48 now. At 48, and you're out left now. 48, that'd be now 48. You're done, Harry. At 48, that'd be now 48, now 50,000 bid. I got 50,000, that'd be now 50,000, and you're out right. At 50,000 left-handed now, 50,000 go. 50,000 now. At 50,000, but you're all out right. At 50,000, anybody else around about now at 50, but goes this time, make no mistake. At 50,000 with Harry left. At 50,000, the winner is sold. And at 50,000, we're going for it this time. Hammers up. At 50,000, fair warning, and goes this time at £50,000 and... Harry, 50,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. That's the first lot gone for £50,000. Lot number 2 is Only by Night, a 4-year-old filly by Affinisea. Here is the winner of the 4-year-old mare's maiden point appointed at Lingstown at 4. This year jumping well to win by 4 lengths. She's a well-bred filly. She traces to Summersby. She's lot number 2. She's in front of you now. Here's another winner for you. What about 100,000? Put me in here. Anybody got a bit of 100,000? What about 150? Anybody got a bit of 50? How about a bit of 50? What about a bit of 20? Anybody 20 on beer? And I got 20,000 with Bernard's bid now. 20 bid now 20 go. I got 20,000. That'd be now 2, but I got 22 now. 22 and it'd be now 25. 5 would be now 25. I got 8 bid. I got 28 now. 28 I got 30 bid. I got 30,000 now. 30 that I got 2 bid. I got 32. 10 bid. 32 now. 32 and now 35 and now 35 is here. 35 and you're out. I got 38. I got 40. 38 that'd be now 38. 8 that'd be now 38. 40 bid. I got 40 now. I got 40,000. That'd be now 40 now. At 40,000 this winner you're out left. At 40,000 that'd be now 40,000 now. Anybody else right-handed now? 40 bid. Wave or shout if we can't. 42 now. At 42 in front now. 42 I got. At 42 I got a 5 bid. I got 45. I got 50 bid. I got 50 with Caroline's beer. At 50,000 that'd be now 50 you're out sir. At 50,000 that'd be 55. 55 now. At 55 and you're out Caroline. At 55 would it be now 55 I got. 55 now. At 55 would it be now 55 and bid. 50 with 60 bid. 60,000 now. 60,000 with Burn and you're out. 65 would it be now 70 bid. 70 go. I got 70,000 and you're out now. 70 is left. 75 and bid. 75 here. 75 I got. 75 and you're out Caroline now. At 75 the winner. 75 in front of me now. At 75 and bid. 75 now. 75 would it be now 75 and quick. 75 would it be now 75 but goes in front. At 75 you're at 80 bid. 80,000 now. At 80,000 you got 90. At 90 bid you get 100. At 90,000 that'd be now 90,000 now. 90,000 in front. At 90,000 go 100 sir. At 90,000 that'd be now 90,000 in front now. 90 bid the winner. At 90,000 an impressive winner. At 90,000 to go 100 sir. At 90,000 but I have to ask you to hurry now. The bid's in front. The lady has it. At 90,000 all done left. Anybody else here right? At 90,000 at 95. 95. 95 now. 95. Have 100. 100,000 bid, 100,000 now. At 100,000, said it been on 100 guard, 100,000 bid. At 100,000, then it been on 100,000, but you have to be quick this time, sir. At 100,000, goes in front, make no mistake. At 100,000, then last call left-handed. At 100,000, then get ready, take 5 if you like. At 105 and bid, 105 now. At 105, yes. At 105, yes. At 105 and 10, 110 now. At 110, and quickly bid now at 110 a guard, 110 now. At 110, and bid now at 110 guard, 110 now. At 110, you're done this time then. At 110,000, swing the ring for a final time. At 110, goes in front. At 110,000, fair warning left-handed. At 110,000 and going for it this time. Last call. At 110, all done Affinisea at £110,000 and in front, 110,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Jeremy. 110 it is. Lot number 3 is obviously next. Lot number 3. Now here is a champion in the making, I reckon. From the great Monbeg stables of Donegal Doyle. Flash in the Park is a son of Walk in the Park. Who else is a son of Walk in the Park but John Bon? You saw what they do. Here's a class act, ladies and gentlemen. Winner of a 4-year-old Gelding's maiden point-to-point at Knockmullen House. This year from only 2 starts, scoring convincingly by 20 lengths. This is a fellow who won in a very good time, a very easy winner. Proper family here. This is a class act, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what do we got for a start here? Come on and give me what? What do you want to do? Bid me £400,000 and put me in, he's worth it. 400. Anybody get a bit of 400 for the walk in park? 2-1, what do you give? Anybody get a bit of 100,000? Put me in 50. 50 and bid. And I got 50,000, let me know 50,000 now. There's only one way to go. At 50,000, let me know 50,000. Gardner, 60,000 bid. At 60,000, let me know 70 bid. 70,000 now. At 70,000, I get 80 bid. I get 80,000 now. At 90 bid, I get 100 bid. I get 100 and right. 100 now. At 100, then I get 10 bid. I get 110 now. At 110 in front, you're out, Bernard. At 110, you're 120 bid. 120 now. At 120 bid again now. At 120, you're out. At 120 is right now. And 120 go. Anybody else here left? At 120,000, let him in 120 go. At 120 bid. At 120,000, the walk in the park, the impressive winner. At 120,000, let him in 120, the bids in front. At 120 in right hand, 120, 140 go. At 140 with Tim. 140 now. 150 bid. 150 now. At 150, you're out, Tim. At 150 bid again now. 150 right. At 150,000, let him in 150, 160. 160 now. At 160, he says 70. 170 go. At 170,000, let him in 170 and 10 more. At 170, 170 bid, yes, sir. At 170,000, let him in 170 bid. 170 is right. At 170, but goes this time. At 170, 180. Got 2, sir. At 180,000, let him in. Go 2. At 180, and him in now, sir. 180, yes. That's a pity. At 100, what? 190 says now 2 at 100. I got 2, but I got 200,000. You should have done it at 200,000. Let it be now 200 now. 10 again if you like. At 200,000. Let it be now 200 in front. At 200,000. Let it be now 200 now. At 200,000. We're 220 bid. 220 now. At 220 bid again now 220. 220 you're out. At 220 then you bid a left hand and now 220. 220 yes sir. At 220 bid again now 220 a go. At 240. 240 and bid. 240 a go. At 240 bid again now 260. 260 bid. At 260 bid again now 260 got 80. At 260 bid again now 260. 260, 280 now 3. At 280 bid again now 280 got. 280 got 3. At 280 bid again now 280 now. 280 bid. At 280 a champion in the making. At 280 bid again now 280 got. 280 got 3. At 280 bid again now 280. At 280, 300,000 bid, thank you. At 300,000 and left, 300,000 now. At 300, 320, 320 back in, 320 a go. At 320 bid again now 320, 320 and bid, 320 yes. At 320 bid again now 320, 10, 330, 330 and bid, 330 a go. 330, yes bidding. 340, 340 now 50. At 340 bid again now 340, 340 and bid, 340 now. At 340 bid again now 340 like John Bond, 340 and bid. At 340 bid again now 340. Don't need to tell you about him. 340, well thank you. At 340, I'll come back to you last. At 340 bid is here. You're out as well, sir. At 340,000 bid, 340 now. At 340 goes half left. At 340 all out left-handed. At 340, anybody else round about now? At 350, 350 and bid. At 350 with Tim. At 350. At 350, you bid me well. At 350, at 350. Think about earlier today. At 350. Think about what John Bond did. At 350, we're nowhere near his price. At 350, at 350,000. Chance 10. At 350. At 350, you'll wake up tomorrow and regret it. At 350, at 350. 10 if you like, sir. At 350 and all out left. At 350,000. Then last call, here we go. Fair warning. At 350,000. Goes in front out here, gentlemen. At 350. 10 if you want. At 350, but goes this time, hammers up. At 350,000, all done and finished. Then last call at 350,000. This time at 350,000 pounds and sold in front. Ben Pauling, thank you, sir. 350,000 buys. Just hold, if you wouldn't mind, it's kind of you to clap. Just let him go. He's quite valuable now. He was before he walked in. He's even more valuable now. And Benny will not be happy if he doesn't walk out in one piece. There you are. He's roaring to go. He thinks he's going to race now. Lot number 4, because you can't have him unless you're Ben Pauling. So you better have a look at this one. Consigned by Baltimore Stables, the property of John Phelan. The Jukebox Man is a 4-year-old gelding by Ask. He's a very highly rated performer. He's a winner on debut of a 4-year-old gelding's maiden point-to-point at Tatullah. And that's a course that those of you in the know you need a horse that really travels. And by goodness, he did. Lengthening away in the closing stages, scoring easily by 6 lengths. He's got a 100% record. He's an Ask. He's the Jukebox Man, beautifully named. And I reckon you 50 or to give me 100,000 and put me in and double it? Anybody get about 100,000 and put me in 150? Anybody get up to 50? What about a bit of 20 and bid? Yes, sir. 20 I got. 20,000 now. 20,000. Let me now 20 and bid. 25 and bid. 25 I got 30 bid. I got 30,000. I got 5 bid. I got 35. I got 40 bid. I got 40 now. I got 40,000 my bid now. 40 you're out Bernard. At 40,000. Let me now 40. Got a 40 beer. I got 40,000. Anybody else here left? 40,000 beer. At 40,000. Anybody else around about a 45 I got. I got 45. Let me now 45 now. 45 I got 50 bid. I got 50,000 now. At 50,000. Let me now 50,000 bid. 50,000 you're out in front. At 50,000 the bid is right-handed. At 50,000 let me now 50,000 guard. 50,000 now. At 50,000 the bid is right now. 50,000 guard. 50,000 now. At 50,000 the winner. Very highly rated performer. At 50,000 traveled well and did it well. At 50,000 anybody else around about now at 50 but goes this time right-handed. At 50,000 anybody else around about now 50 now. At 50,000 anybody else in front. At 50,000 the bid is right now. 50,000 now. You're at 55 now. At 55 in front now. 55 with Tim. 55 you're out. At 55 I got 60 bid. I got 60,000 now. At 60,000 I got 70 bid. I got 70 here. At 70 in front now. 70 bid now. 70 you're out, sir. At 70 I'll take the 5 if it helps you. At 70,000 let me now 70 you're out. At 70,000 this good winner now. 70 goes in front. At 70,000 and you're all out left. At 70,000 anybody else around about now at 70 but goes with Tim's bid. At 70,000 all out right. At 70,000 done close to me. And at 70,000 we're going for it this time. Hammers up. At 70,000 get ready. And at 70,000 we're going for it this time around then at 70,000 pounds. And Tim with you 70,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. Lot number 5 is next. Ballyboy. Here's Future Perfect. A 4-year-old filly this time, a daughter of Mount Nelson. She's a winner on debut of a 4-year-old mare's maiden point-to-point at Knockmullen House. Ridden to the front before the second last and kept on well in the closing stages, comfortably winning by 1.5 lengths. 100% records, 1 from 1, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, we're all watching the Beecher Chase up at Aintree today. This is very important for a filly in particular for the paddock potential later on. Ashtown Lad appears in the middle of the page there and is now a black type capital letter performer, having won the Beecher Chase today in fine style at Aintree. And it looks like she's about ready to go and do the same again. All right, here she is. A close relation of Ashtown Lad. Come on, give me what about 100,000 here? Anybody get up to 100,000? She's worth double it. Anybody get up 100,000 with a good update today? 150. Anybody get up to 50? What about a 20? And a 20 on beer. And I got 20,000. Let me now 20. Got right 20. Me now 20 now. 20,000. Let me now 20. Me now 20. Go. I got 20. You bidding 25. Go. 25. Let me now 25. I got 30. But I got 30,000 now. 30,000. I got 5. But I got 35 on beer. 35. Let me now 35. I got 35 now. I got 40. But I got 40,000. Got 40,000 now. At 40,000 and right with Bernard. At 40,000. Let me now 40 and you're out now 40 bid. 40,005. 45 I got. At 45 let me now 45. The bid is left. At 45 and you roll out right now 45 and bid. 45 now. At 45 yes your bid sir. At 45 let me now 45 and who goes on now 45 I got. At 45 anybody else around about now 45 this well-bred filly. At 45 let me now 45 now 45 and left. At 45 let me now 45 let me now 45 now. At 45 anybody else here close to me. At 45 the bid is left-handed now 45 let me now 45 but goes this time. At 45 at 50,000 bid. 50,000 now. At 50,000 let him now 50,000 got. Yes 55 and bid. 55 now. At 55 let him now 55 now. 55 and left. At 55 let him now 55 the Ashtown Lad relation. At 55 60 bid. 60 bid Tim. At 60,000 you're out. You're out both here right and left. At 60,000 in front. 60,000 now. At 60,000 let him now 60,000 got. Yes sir. At 60,000 go the 5 if you like. At 60,000 let him now 60,000 got. 60,000 but goes in front, make no mistake. 62 he says. 62 now 5. At 62 he got 5. At 62 and he'd been now 62 and right. 62 on beer. At 65 and he'd been now 65 he got 8. At 65 and he'd been now 65 now 2 again. At 65 and he'd been 3 if you like. At 65 and he'd been now 65 68. 68 he got 70. At 68 he'd been now 68 he did a 70 bid. 70,000 now. At 70,000 2 again if you like sir. At 70,000 then he'd been now 70,000 now. 70,000 the filly. At 2 but I got 72 now. 72 on beer. At 75 he'd been now 75 in front. At 75 he'd been now 75 now. 75 yes sir. At 75 he'd been now 75 now. 75 you're out close to me. At 75 he'd been now 75 one more. At 75 quick. At 75 well thanks for the help. At 75 goes in front with you Tim. At 75 anybody else round about now. At 75,000 then get ready. And at 75,000 we're going for it this time. Hammers up. At 75 goes in front. At 75 and goes this time around then fair warning. At 75 and sold in front. 75,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. Lot number 6 is sadly withdrawn. Lot number 6 didn't make it. So we move on to lot number 7. Lot number 7 from Verdorn Farm, south of the borders, a 4-year-old gelding by Leading Lights. Now here's a fellow with great potential, shows serious turn of foot, a winner on his debut of a 4-year-old maiden point-to-point at Nakan at 4, winning in style by 1.5 lengths in a race run at a fair pace on soft ground. He's got a serious turn of foot, this fella. If you watch the video, you'll have seen he really is a performer, proper type here. And I reckon he ought to give me a couple of 100 down and put me in 2-1. Anybody get a bit of 100 down and put me in 150? Anybody get a bit of 50? What about a bit of 20? Anybody get a 20 on beer? And I got 20 down, let me now 20, now 20 go. I got 20 down, let me now 20, now 20 now. 20 down, let anybody else, and who goes on now? 25 I got 30 down, let me now 30, then I got 5, but I got 35 now. 35, let me now 35 I got 35 and beer. At 35 I got 40 bid, I got 40,000 now. At 45 let me now 45 and right. At 45 let me now 45 and bid. 60, 50,000 bid. At 50,000 let me now 55 now. 55 I got. At 55 let me now 55, 60 bid. 60,000 now. At 60,000 let me now 65. 65 now. At 65 let me now 65 you got 70. At 65 let me now 65 in front. 65, 70 bid. 70,000 now. At 70,000 let me now 75. 75 now. 80,000 left. 80,000 now. At 80,000 let me now 80,000 is left-handed. At 80,000 you're out. Tim, you're out. Bernard. At 70,000, 80,000 bid. 80,000 left. At 80,000 let me now 80,000 now. With you, Harry. At 80,000 let me now 80,000 got. 80, 90 bid. 90,000 now. At 90,000 let me now 90 you're out. 100 bid. 100,000 now. At 100,000 you're out close to me now at 100 bid. 100 with Harry. At 100,000 let me now 100 got. 100,000 now. At 100,000 cooking a bid now. At 100,000 let me now 100 got. 100,000 with Harry. At 100,000 let me now 100,000 got. But you're out on the phone. At 100,000 I'll come back to you now at 100 bid. 100,000 now. At 100,000 let me know 100 got. 100,000 now. At 100,000 but goes this time with Harry. At 100,000 anybody else around about now at 100 got. At 100,000 and you're all out right. At 100, 105. 105 now. At 105 and you're out Harry. At 105, 110. 110 now. At 110 you've been 110. A quick bit this time. At 110 and you've been 110 now. At 110. At 110. 110 you're done, the phone's gone down. At 110 goes left with Harry then. At 110 down, anybody else around about now at 110. At 110,000, 120, 120 bid. At 120 bid again, 120 bid. 120, 130, 130 now. At 130 bid again now, 130, 130 on the podium. At 130 with Harry. At 130 you're out ringside now at 130 bid. At 130 yes sir. At 130,000, then 130 got. 130 now. At 130 with Harry, make no mistake. At 130, you done sir? At 130. I'll take the 5 if it helps you. At 130,000, but goes this time, make no mistake. At 130,000, Harry has it. At 130,000, then get ready. At 135, 135 now. At 135, 135, you're out, Harry. At 135. 135, ringside has it at 135. Quickly, at 135, get ready this time. At 135, it'll be 140. 140, go 50. At 100, nice round figure. At 140. At 140, at 140 bid, at 140, at 140, go 50, at 140, but done this time at 140,000, 145. 145, the door is open I reckon, at 145. At 145, but you have to close it quick, at 145. At 145 then, last call Harry, at 145, goes ringside, at 145, goes this time, make no mistake, at 145 once, at 145 twice, third and final time, at 145 fair warning, at 145 last time. Anthony Bromley of High Flyer, thank you very much indeed, 145,000 buys. Lot number 8 is Milestone Stables. Cave Hope's a 5-year-old mare. She's a typical Cave Tara. You saw Edward Stone today, another Cave Tara. Here's a good hardy mare, winner of a 5-year-old mare's maiden point-to-point at Lingstown on Sunday. And placed twice, winning by 5 lengths after 2 good efforts in recent weeks. Here's a well-bred mare from the champions family of Alexander Goldrun. She's typical of the sire. He's been champion so many times, the great Cave Tara. Come on, give me what about an opening bid, or what about 100,000 here? Anybody get a bit of 100? She's worth all of it. 100,000 and put me in. 100,000 and put me in 150. Anybody get a bit of 50? What about a bit of 20? 20 on beer. Yes, 20, I got a 20 beer. I got 20,000, then I'm not 20, but not 20 now. 25 I got. At 25, it'll be now 25, 28, 28. 28 a bit. At 28, that'll be now 28. I got 30, but I got 30,000 now. At 30, then I got 2, but I got 32 now. At 32 is left-handed. At 32, anybody else around about now? 32, anybody now? 32 now. At 32, anybody now? 32, you bidding? At 32, anybody now? 32, the bid is left. At 32, anybody else around about now? 32, anybody now? 32 now. At 32, anybody now? 32, anybody now? 32 and left. At 32, but goes this time. At 32, a mare from the 32, 35. 35 now. At 35, anybody now? 35, 38, he got 40. At 38, he got for 38 bid. 38 now. At 38, he got 40. At 38, did he now? 38, did he now? 38 now. At 38, the bid is left. At 38, did he now? 38 now. 38 and bid. At 38, yes. Are you bid 40,000 bid? 40,000 now. At 40,000 and you both out left. At 40,000, the bid is with the lady here on the phone now. 40 gonna 40 bid. I got 40,000 then I'm now 40 bid now 40 now. At 40,000 and you're all out left. At 40,000 all round about now 40 bid now 40 go. I got 40,000 then I'm now 40 bid now 40 now. At 40,000 but you're all out right. At 40,000 anybody else around about now 40 bid. At 40,000 but goes in front, make no mistake. At 40,000 done left. At 40,000 out in front and right. And at 40,000 here's Valley the Cave Tara. At 40,000 but goes in front and goes this time. Hammers up at 40,000, 42. Now you were very unlucky there because I was nearly finished at 42 and then I got a victory sign at 42, 45, 45 and bid. 45 yes, 48, 48 go 50 at 48 bid, try 50 at 48 and bid, 48 go 50 at 48 and bid, 48 now at 48 50,000 bid, 50,002 again if you like at 50,000 bid, 50,000 now at 50,000 then let me know 50,000 got 2. 52 on bid, 52 now. At 52 and a bid now, 52 now. 52 and quick, madam. At 52, what does the phone say? At 52 and a bid now, 52 here. At 52, but goes this time against you. At 52,000, then get ready. And at 52,000, we're going for it this time around. Then last call. At 52 and goes the gentleman's bid. You're out, madam. At 52, bidding? 55, 55, 55. At 55, the lady. At 55. Now you done, sir? At 55, no more fingers. At 55 last time. And at 55,000 we're going this time. Hammers up. At 55 and goes in front then. At 55 last time. At £55,000 and thank you, madam. 55. Thank you very much indeed. Have you got it? You got that, Jeremy? Yep. 9 is next. Thank you. 9 is next. Now pay close attention here, because this is Cletus Pulo, a gelding by Clovis de Burley, who was placed second on his debut in a 4-year-old gelding's maiden point-to-point at Tulla at 4, finishing an impressive 12.5 lengths in front of the third horse. Now, please note, he has been hobdayed, and I just want to read you a certificate in the first instance, the veterinary certificate, which states this horse has failed the panel examination due to lameness left fore, splints right fore and left hind. However, the vendor will allow the purchaser to have the horse examined for soundness of the left foreleg by a veterinary surgeon of their choice on the purchaser's premises within 14 days of the sale. So you've got 2 weeks. If that veterinary surgeon is not satisfied the horse is sound, the purchaser may cancel the sale and the vendor will pay all reasonable expenses, provided the horse is insured from the fall of hammer for the purchase price. So the vendor has every confidence. Vendor has every confidence, stands over the horse. All right, what do we got for a start here? He's a proper type, great potential here. Come on and give me what about an opening bid? Anybody get an opening bid about 200,000 and put me in? Anybody get a bit of 200,000? Anybody anywhere? Anybody get a 2-1? 100,000, you get about 100,000, about 50 on bid. And I got 50,000, then let me know 50,000 now, 50, 60 bid, 60,000 now, 70 go. At 70,000, let me know 75 if you like, 70 go. At 75, let me know 75 and bid, 75 now. At 75, 80,000 go, 80,000 now. At 80,000, I got 5 bid again, 85 now. At 85, and you're out left. At 85, the bid is right-handed now. At 85, it'll be 95 now. At 85, it'll be 95, it'll be 95 a go. At 85, it'll be 95 and right. 85, I got 90 bid, I got 90,000 now. At 95, I get 100. At 95, let me know 95, 100 bid, I got 100 now. I got 100,000, then let me know 110 bid, I got 110 now. At 110,000, then let me know 110 is right. At 110, let me know 110 now. At 110, let me know 120 bid, 120 now. At 120, you're out, Bernard. At 120 and left now, at 120 go. At 120, then let me know 120 now. At 120 in the shoot now, at 120, anybody else in front. At 120, what about you left? At 120, let me know 120 now. at 120, but goes in the chute at 120,000. The vendor stands over him for 2 weeks at 120,000. Then 120 now at 120 in front at 120, but goes this time, make no mistake, at 120,000. You're all outright at 120,000 out in front at 120,000. My starter's gone at 120, 125, 125, 125, 125 and bit, 130, at 130 and 5, at 130, at 130 in the chute, at 130 bid, at 130 in 130 bid, at 130 but quickly bids, at 130,000, but goes this time against you, Harry, at 130,000, make no mistake, at 130,000, then fair warning goes in the chute, at 130,000, 140, 140 bid, at 100, where's my man, at 140, at 140, he's hiding behind the hood, at 140, at 140 bid, at 140, at 140, go 50, at 140 bid, at 140, at 140, yes, at 140, you're out in the chute, sir, at 140,000, goes with you, Harry, at 140,000, then 145, at 145. At 145, that has to be a sign. At 145, 150. At 150, where's he gone now? At 150. At 150 goes this time, then you're out in the chute, sir. At 150, well, thanks for help. At 150 goes with Harry. At 150,000 and goes this time. Hammers up at £150,000 and sold left, 150,000. And with that, I will pass you over to the great Bernard. Here's Bernard. Oh, sorry.
Very well done, Henry. Great selling. That's fine. Okay, ready to go? Oh, right, okay. Lot number 10, ladies and gentlemen. Monbake Stables, Donegal Doyle again. Vendors of Classic Getaway, vendors of Brave Man's Game. Here's a smashing Affinisea. Brook Bay is his name, ladies and gentlemen. He was a winner just on Sunday at Linkstown as well. He's from the family of the wonderful Desert Orchid, winner, of course, of the Tingle Creek and so many other horse races here. How are we going to be getting me going? Going to be around the now. Let's get going. Going to be around the smashing horse here, Affinisea. Let's put him in 300 now. Going to be around the 3, 2. Put him in 100 now. Going to be around the now 50 bid, 100 bid, 100 bid now. Going to be 100 bid now. 100 now. Going to be around the now 1 bid now. Going to be around the 100 bid at 100 now. Going to be around the now 1 bid now. Going to be around the 1 bid now. Going to be 100 bid now at 100 now. Going to be around the now. Watch your bids around the. He goes across all the time at 100 now. Going to be around the. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's allowed to join in. 110, 110 bid, 110, 120, 120 bid, 120, 140, 140 bid now, 140 at around 140, 140 bid, 140 at around rounding at around 140, 140, 140 at around around 140 bid, 140, 150, 150 bid now, 150 at around 160, 160 bid, 160, 170, 170 bid now, smashing individual, 180, 180 bid, 180 bid now, but about 180, a small one, a big one. Or no, 190, 190 bid, 200, 200 bid, 200 now, but rounding it over, he goes in the gate all the while, left-handed now, but again, 200 bid now, at 200 now, but rounding it over, 200 bid, at 200 now, but rounding it over, 200 bid now, rounding it at 200 now, at 200 now, but rounding, look sharp here, at 200 now, a smashing individual, at 220, 220 bid, 220, 220 bid now. At 220, yes. At 220 now, but above it again at 220. That's very disappointing. I was rooting for you as well. At 220 a bid. Goes across with the lady. At 220 now, but above it again now at 220. A smashing individual from a wonderful academy as well. At 220 now, but above it again now at 220 bid. At 220 now, but above it again at 220 bid now. At 220,000 now, but above rounding 240. 240 bid. 240, 260. 260 bid now. 280. 280 bid. 300. 300 bid. 300,000. He's a magnificent horse at 300 bid now. 300,000 now, but above it again 310, 310, 310, 310, 330, 330 bid, 330, 50, 350, 350 bid now, 380, 380 bid, 380. At 380,000, he is a magnificent horse. At 380,000. Save in haste, repent at leisure. At 380,000, the trainer beside you as well. At 380 from a wonderful academy, a wonderful star line. At 380, do you want to go 90? At 380, at 380, do you want to try 90? At 380 bid, at 380,000, he goes across all the time, make no mistake. A magnificent horse here. At 380 from the family of the great Desert Orchid, who won the Tingle Creek all those years ago. At 380,000 going once, twice, has to go. He goes across and we have no more at 380,000 rounds. They're going to be going for this time and sold at 380,000. If we have no more at 380, all done. Thank you very much indeed, sir. Very well done. Best of luck with them as well. Thank you. Right, lot 11 will be next from Porrick O'Connor Racing. Duckmore Bay. Here's a very good moving son of Milan, who was running a lovely race the other day down in Bulta just on Sunday. He fell 2 out. Travelling like the winner, comes from the wonderful family as well, a mole board. Her regular deep dawn as well. Lovely pedigree to back him up. The Milan here, out of a Fleminsford mare. Put him in her regular way, get me going around the ground. Let's get away. Her regular way coming in here all the time. Put him around the ground, put him in 150. Put him in her regular way, get me going around the ground. Her regular way, get him away. Her regular way 50, 30, at 30 bid now. At 30 now, at son of the great Milan. Now above it again at 30 bid. At 30 bid now, at 35. At above it again around the ground at 35. At above it now. At 35, at above around the ground at 35. 40 now, at above 40 bid. At a 40 now, at above around the ground at 40 now, at above 40 bid now. At 40 now, about 40, 50, at 50 bid. Have to get a 50 now, but around to get a 50, 60 bid now. At 60,000 going left-handed now, but around to get a 60 bid. Have to get a 60 now, but a son of Milan here. At 60,000 now, but around to get a 60 now, but around to get a 60 bid, 65 at a bit now. At 65 at about short strides again, now, but to get a 65 bid. Have to get a 65 at around to get a 65 at about 5 bid now. 70 bid now. At 70,000 now, but around thing is in the gate all the time at about 70 bid. At 70 bid, 75 at about 75 at about bid now. At 75, let you back all the while, sir. 80 bid now, but around to get 80 bid. Out of the 80,000 now, but around to get 80 bid now. Out of the 80,000, he's only half price at this sort of money. Come on. Out of the 80,000 now, but around to get 80 bid. Out of the 80,000 now, but I give the Milan away here. Out of the 80,000 now, but around to get coming your way. Out of the 80,000 now, but 90 bid. 90 now, but around to get 90 bid. 90 now, 90 bid now. At 90,000 now, but get a 90 bid. Yes or no? At 90 now, you want to try 5, sir? At 90 bid, you bid me well. 90 bid now, but get a 90 bid. At 90 now, but who's your man, Henry? At 90 now, around to get a 90 bid. Now, but around to get a 90 bid now. At 90,000, the son of Milan here out of a Fleminsford mare. At 90,000 now, but around the ring. Make no mistake. He's only half price at this sort of money. At 90,000, have to around to get a 90 bid. Have to get a 90,000 around to get. He sold here left-handed. Then we have no more. At 90,000, have to around to get a 90 bid. Have to get a 90,000 around the ring. Then once twice. This time all done. Wave if I can see you. At only 90,000 all done around to get a hammer up and Jerry Hogan. Thank you, sir. Very well bought. At 90,000, well done. Right, lot number 12. Ballycrystal Stables. Yep, the great Matty Flynn O'Connor sends up Molly's Choice, who ran a lovely race at Nacarn the other day as well. Yeah, ran a lovely race. Finished on the heels of South of the Border at Nacarn the other day as well. A son of Fleminsford here, the wonderful Tsar. Here's a horse with a wonderful pedigree. Brother to Polar present. Brother to a heap of winners. Her regular, get me going. Let's put him in her regular, put him in 100. Let's get away her regular, put him in her regular, giving you all a chance. 20 bid. 20 now, but about to get a 20 bid. At 20 bid now, but about 25. At about to get a 25 at about now. At 25 at about doing the son of Fleminsford here with the ball now, but about 25 bid. At 25 at about you've been on around to get now 25 at about now. Come on, I must be missing someone here with the ball at 25 bid. At 25 at about at 25 at a bit now. At 25 at a everyone's allowed to join in. Who's got 30? At 25 at a round to get at 25, 30 bid. 30 bid now. At 30 bid Caroline all the time at about 30 bid. At 30 bid now at about left-handed now at about going all the time. Make no mistake. Changing address here. At 30 bid now at about round to get at 30 bid. Have to get at 30 now at about round to get at 32 is online. 32 bid now. At 32 the bid's online all the time at about 35. Well on Caroline. At 35 at about round to get against you online all the while. At 35 at about to get around to get at 35. Caroline's in all the while here. At 35 waiting on the iPad now. At 35 at around to get a 35 at about 35 bid. Have to get a 35 at around to get a 35. 40. Well on 40 bid now. 40,000. 40 bid against you all the while Caroline. At only 40,000. 45. 45 bid. 45. 45. Yes sir. At 45. All eyes are on you now. At 45 at about to get a 45. What are we going to do? 50. 50 bid. 50 bid now. 50,000. 50 bid. Come on men, drive on here. At 50,000 get it done now. But we're now 50 bid. Have to get a 50 now. But around to get a 50. And we're now 50 bid now. 50. Come on. Empty stables win no races. He's a smashing lump of horse. 55. 55 bid. 55. 55 bid now. And against you across there. At only 55 at around they're going to have 55. Let you back all the time. Wonderful Tsar. Brother to a host of winners as well. At only 55 at around they're going to have 55 bid. Have to get a 55 at about coming your way, Caroline. Have to get 55 at around they're going to have 55. Left-handed. Have to get a 55 at around they're going to have 55. Against you all across. At only 55 at around they're going to going for it this time. Come on, folks. Waiting on you. I'd love to sell him while he's still a 4-year-old as well. 60 bid. 60 bid now. 60,000. 60 bid. 60,000 now. Around to get her now. 60 bid. 60 now. Yes or no, Caroline? They can have 2 this time if they want. They can have 2 this time if they want. At 60. All done. All finished. Well, thank you. At only 60,000 runs, you're going to go across this time. And sold to John Joe O'Neill at 60,000. Thank you, sir. Very well done. Well bought. 13 now. Here's a smashing mare. Here is Annie K. Annie K from the family of Annie Power. She's also from the family of the Derby winner last year as well in ADR. Her regular way up, the lovely Annie K, 5-year-old smashing mare winner on her debut a couple of weeks ago at Turtuller as well. A very professional mare coming in here. She looks every inch a runner as well to me. Her regular way, put her in the top of her Annie K coming in. Her regular way, put her in way well. Don't care where we start. Her regular way, put her in 100. Put her in her regular way, get me going around again. Her regular way, put her in the top of it. Let's get going. Annie K, her regular way, put her in 30 bid. 30, hit her in around again at 30 now. Again at 30 bid now. At 30,000 around again at 30 bid, at 30 now, around again at 30 bid, a smashing individual with a whole lot of presence here as well. 30 bid now, 35, 35 at above it again now, 35 bid now. I don't need 35, a magnificent mare here all the time at about 35, 40 bid now. I'm going to get 40,000 out of around now, 40 bid. I'm going to get a 40 now, around again at 40, at 40 bid now, 45. Well on Caroline, 45 bid. I'm going to get 45 at about 50 bid now, 60 bid now. At 60,000, who am I winning on Henry now, at 60 bid, 60. I'm going to get a 60 now, around again at 60. Come on, 60 now, around again at 60 now, around again at 60 bid now. At 60,000 now, around again now, coming your way, Caroline. I give her away all the time. 70 bid, smashing mare. 80 bid now. 80,000, 80 bid. Come on. 90 bid now, smashing individual. At 90 bid, the family of Annie Power, ADR. They're all there on the page. It's all in the pedigree. It's in the ring as well and going across. Who was that? Was that Harry? 100 bid, 100 now, 100 bid now. At 100 now, we're going to 100 bid, 100 now, we're waiting on you. At 100 now, we're going to now 100 bid now, we're I give her away all the time. We're 1 bid now. At 100 now, we're going to now 1 bid now, we're coming your way, Harry, all the while. At 100 now, we're going to now 110, 110, 105 bid, 105 at about 110 with Tim, 110 bid, 110 now, we're going to around now 110 bid now, 120 and we're now going to get a 120 bid now, 120 now, we're around now 120, a gorgeous mare at 120. She ticks every single box. 125, wonderful presence, wonderful pedigree, performance, potential, it's all there. At 125, 130. Well done, Tim. You're playing a blinder. 130 bid. 130 bid now. 130 now. At 130. She looks very well bought. At 130. Come on. At 130 bid. 130, 140 now. 135 bid. Coming in late. Calling all the shots at 135. At 135 bid. 140. All eyes are on you this time. 150 bid, 150. No one remembers the second man on the moon at 150. Waiting on the telephone at 150 bid. 150 now, we're going to get a 155. 155, you're in good company, that's all I can tell you. At 155. The one of him beats the three of you now, men. At 155, 160 bid. At 160. At 160, you're in great company, sir. And if you don't buy her, you'll have to run against her at 160 bid. 160, and now at 160. 160 bid now. At 160, now at 160. Yours if you keep going. At 160 bid. At 160, now at 160. You bid me well. I hate to see you lose her. At 160 bid, now at 160 bid. At 160,000 around Ringden. What's twice? Hammer up. Last and final call. This time, 165. 165. He's got plenty of stamina. Even if he's a little bit short on speed, at 165, 170. 170. Now, sir, she's well able to run much faster than you being bidding me. At 170. At 175 more, will we? At 170 bid. 170 bid now. Magnificent individual. Everything is right here. Apart from the colour she's going to run in. At 170, we have to go this time. Come on, sir, the hammer's up. At 170,000, now we're going to 170 bid. At 170,000 around the ring, then what's twice? Last and final call. I hate to see you lose her. Thank you for the help. At 170 and sold at 170. To Tom Malone and Paul Nicholson team. Very well done. Well bought men and the very best of luck to her as well. A smashing mare. Annie K, we'll be hearing plenty more about her in the future. Right, lot 14 now. Not too many more to come. Lot 14 now. Chris Barber's Boundary Stable sends up Mount Etna, who was placed a very good second the other day at Lark Hill as well. He was only beaten a short head on his debut. Son of Milan here with a wonderful national hunting pedigree to back him up as well. Let's get away her regular bit. Son of Milan, her regular bit, get me going around the ground now. Put him in the time to get me going. Let's get away her regular bit. Put him in the time to around the ground. Her regular bit, get me going around the ground. Her regular bit, put him in 100. Let's put him in her regular bit. Put him in her regular bit 50. Her regular bit 30 bid. 30 bit now. At 30 now. Son of Milan, now to get a 30 bid. At 30 now to get a 30. Now to get a 30. 30 around to get a 30 bid now. At 30 bid now to a lovely horse in the ring as well. Now to a 30 bid. 35 bid. At 35 a lot of horse every little money all the time. At about 35 at a bit now. At 35 at about 40. 40 at about 40 bid. I'm going to get a 40 now at about 45 at a bit now. I'm going to get a 45 at about to get a 40 50 at about 50 bid. Right-handed. I'm going to get a 50 now at about to get a 55 at about 55 at a bit now. I'm going to get a 55 at about going at about to get a 55 bid. I'm going to get a 55 at about look sharp. At 55 at about to get a 55 at about come on bid on around to get a 55 at about bit now. At 55 at about to get a 55 bid. I'm going to get a 55 at about to get a hammer up. At 55 at about to get a 55 at about 55 at about bit now. At 55 at about to get a 55 bid. I'm going to get a 55 at about to get a 55 at about going left-handed all the while. Make no mistake. At 55 a fine smashing Son of Milan here. He was only beaten a short head on Sunday. 60 bid. Well on Harry. 60 bid now. Another new man running all the while at 60 bid. 65 bid. 65 at above to get a 65 at above 65 bid now. At 65 at above now against you all here left-handed. At 65 at above against 70 bid. 70 bid now. At 70 bid, 70, 80 bid. 80 bid now. 80,000 at above round to get 80 bid against you all the while Harry. Out of the 80,000 at above round to get 80 bid. 80 round to get 80 bid now. Out of the 80,000 at above 85. 85 bid. 85 at above round to get 85 at above 85 bid now. 90 bid. Not 87. The same to yourself. 87 piece brother. Out of the 87 around to get 87. 87 bid. Out of the 87 now what do we do now at 87? Waiting on you Harry. Out of the 87 around to get 87. 87 bid now. Out of the 87 around to get 87 bid. Out of the 87 around to get going for the hammer up. 90 bid. 90 bid now. 90,000. Now sir. A big one. A small one. No one is it? That's very disappointing. You had a great day here as well, lads, at 90. At 90 now, but again, now at 90 bid, now at 90 bid. Having to get a 90 now, but going behind left-handed to Harry's bid all the while. At 90 now, but around to get a 90 bid. Having to get a 90 now, but around to get you're all out across as well, make no mistake. I give the fine Milan away. He is for nothing here. At 90,000 now, but around to get a 90 bid. Having to get a 90,000 around the then once twice. Last and final call, sold behind. I don't need 90,000 old at around the at this time, and thank you, Harry. Well done. Jerry McGrath, I believe. Thank you, sir. Well done. Well bought at 90. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we just have 3 more lots to go. Just the 3 more lots to go. Lot 15, Heyday Baby. Yes, Heyday Baby. 4-year-old winning daughter, a soldier of fortune. Yes, she travelled really nicely the other day at Turtulla. And my goodness me, they say you need a really good horse to travel around Turtulla as well. Yeah, Soldier of Fortune mare here. She's only a 4-year-old from Porrick O'Connor. Her regular winner at the 4-year-old maiden there. Her regular by the family of Verdana Blue as well. Yeah, lovely mare from the family of the great Grade 1 winning mare in Verdana Blue. Put her in a regular, get me going around the put her in 100. Put her in a regular winner in the ring here as well. Put her in 100, now around to get 120 bid, now around to get 20 bid now. At 20, now around to get 20, now around to get 20 bid. I'm going to get 20, now around to get 25 at a bid now. At 25 at a come round to get 25 at a 25 bid. At 25 at a new bid on around to get 25 at a bid now. At 25 at a look sharper around to get 25 at a 25 bid. At 25 at a rounding the winning daughter, a soldier of fortune here. The family of Verdana Blue. At 25 at a lovely tough hard knocking mare in the ring as well. Now at 25 bid. At 25 at a round to get 25. Come on, we must be missing someone here. At 25 at a round to get 25 bid. At only 25 at a look sharper around to get 30. 30 at a well on Caroline. At 30 now at a get 30 now at a get 30 bid. At 30 now at a round to get 30 now when I give her away all the while. At 30 bid now against you all right-handed. At 30 now around to get 35 at a 35 bid. At 35 at around to get 35 at a going across all the time. At 35 at a little money here now around to get 35 bid. I'm going to get 35 at around to get 5 at a 35 at a 5 at a bid now. At 35 at around to get 35 bid. I'm going to get 35 at around the ring. She goes across all the while. Make no mistake about it. You're all gone left. You're all gone right. At only 35,000 around the hammer up. At only 35,000 around the 40 bid. 40 bid now. 40 bid. 40. I was about to drop the hammer. I promise you, at 40 bid now. 40, come on, I'm rooting for you, sir. At 40 bid now, and I'm waiting on you as well. At 40 bid now, a Soldier Fortune with a wonderful pedigree. At 40 bid, now we're going to 40, a lovely pedigree. Family of Verdana Blue. 40 bid now. 40 bid now, we're let you round again at 40 bid now, 45 bid. 45 at round again at 45 bid now. At 45 against you all behind the tree now, Caroline. At 45 at round again now, 45 bid. Having to get a 45 at round again at 45 at a bid now. At only 45 at round again at 45 bid. Having to get a 45 at a bid. This really is a case of save and haste, repentant leisure. Are they all done? At 45 at round again at 45 bid. Having to get a 45 at round again going for this time. We're all about to find out here now. At 45, well, thanks for the help. At only 45 around again, sold across. At only 45, and she goes this time to Jackdaw's Castle. Thank you, John Joe and Neil. Well bought, sir. Thank you. Right, lot 16, the penultimate lot here. Lot 16, the second last one. Here's Champagne Admiral. Mount Nelson Gelding from Roisin Hickey's Knock and Glass Stables in County Tipperary. This fellow was running a mighty race. He was a faller, 2 fences from home at Boolta just on Sunday. He's a smashing individual. Her regular get me going. Put him in her regular, put him in the time of the family. Sariska, wonderful pedigree. Her regular the brother to Little Green as well. Mount Nelson, her regular 4-year-old Gelding. Put him in her regular get me going around the ground. Let's get going around the ground now. Put him in her regular 150. Put him in 150 now. Around the ground 50 bid. 50 at around the ground 50 at around 50 bid now. Having to get a 50 now, a lovely horse in the regular now 50 bid. Having to get a 50 now, around the 50 now, 55 at a bid now. Having to get a 55 at around the a very promising sword in the regular now 55 bid. Having to get a 55 at a Champagne Admiral going all the time at around 60. Well on Henry at 60 now, around the 60 now, having to get a 60 bid. Having to get a 60 now, at 5 at a 65 at a bid now. At 65 at around the now you 70 bid now. At 70 bid now, around the against you online as well. At 70 bid now, around the 70 bid now, going all the time at 70 bid now. At 70 bid now, around the now against you all right-handed, make no mistake. At 70 bid, 75 at about 75 bid. At 75 at around again at 75 at who am I waiting on here? At 75 at around again at 75 at about 75 at a bit now. At 75 at around again now smashing horse. At 70 well on 80 bid, 80. That's okay, 80 bid now. 80 now at around again 80 bid, 80 bid now. He's only just joined in. At the 80 bid now at around again 80 bid. Sold here left-handed. At the 80,000 now at around again 80 bid. At the 80,000 now at around again now 80 bid now around again 80 bid now. At the 80,000 around the ring. Make no mistake. Every single one of you across the way, you're all out. And there's enough of you out there as well to make a lovely big syndicate. 85 bid. 85 bid now. It's like Millionaires Row here at only 85 bid. 85 at around 85 now. 85 at 90 bid now. 90,000 at above it again now at 90 bid. 90 now at above. What do you want to do, sir? At 90 now at above it again at 90 now at above it again at 90 bid. 92, 5, 95. 95 bid. 95 at above it again now at 95. How many fingers? 100 bid. Well done. 100 bid now. 100,000 is what I'm bid. I think he's a smashing horse. I think he's a smashing horse. At 100 bid. At 100 bid. You want to try 5? At 100 bid. At 100 now, around now 100 bid. 100 now, going all the time. He looks every inch an athlete as well. At 100 now, around and I'm waiting on the telephone. At 100 bid now, coming your way here, left-handed. At 100 now, around now 1 bid. At 100 now, look sharp here, all and everywhere. At 100 bid. At 100 now, going for this time. I have to go, sir. If I wait any longer, it'll be favoritism. At 100,000, once, twice, this time, all done. At 100,000 around, they're going to hammer up and sold here at 100,000. Jerry Hogan, thank you very much indeed. Well bought. At 100,000, well done. Right, lot 17 now, the Wall Park. The last one here, lot 17, the Wall Park. This fellow was a very good second in a maiden hurdle at the big meeting at Down Royal at the beginning of November. He was runner-up in the maiden hurdle that's been won in the past by the likes of Envoy Len. Yes, he was second in a very good maiden hurdle at Down Royal. Her regular big up me going around again now, put him in the time of around the family of Cool Down. He looks a chaser in the making as well. Lovely debut run over hurdle, second in a good maiden. Put him in a regular bit, put him in the time of around again. Her regular big up me going. Her regular big up me going around again. Her regular bit, put him in 50. Let's get away her regular bit 20 bid now around again at 20 bid now. At 20 now around again at 20 now around again at 20 bid. At 20 now around again at 25 at about 25 at about now. At 25 at about 30 now around again at 30 bid. At 30 now inevitable round to get a 30, inevitable going to round to get a 30, inevitable 30 bid, at 30, inevitable round to get now waiting on you all, at 35, well on Tim, at 35, at about 35 bid, at 35, at now across with Tim all the while, at 35, at about 40 bid now, 40,000 bid, 40,000, inevitable round to get a 40 bid now, at 40,000, a smashing horse here, at 40,000, inevitable round to get a 40 bid, waiting on you, at 40, inevitable round to get a 45, Caroline, at 45, at about to get a 45, at about 45 now, at 45, at about to get a 45, coming your way, Caroline, at 45, at about to get a 45 bid, at to get a 45, at about to get a 45, at about now, at 45, you're all out across. You see, the thing is, madam, there's no more out there to buy. At only 45, at only 45, at about to get a 45 bid, at to get a 45, a very good runner-up in the maiden hurdle that's been won in the past by the likes of Envoy LN. At only 45, a smashing horse, the family of Cool Down as well. At only 45, at coming your way, Caroline going here left-handed. At only 45, at about to get a 45 bid. At to get a 45,000 round thing. Then once, twice, last and final call. I feel he's a real gift to this sort of money as well. At only 45 and sold here. At only 45 last time. Caroline, thank you very much indeed. Well bought at 45,000. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much indeed for your support of our inaugural Goffs Tingle Creek sale. We would like to thank all of our vendors who have supported this sale so strongly in our first year. We'd like to thank all of our purchasers as well. We wish you the very best of luck, and no doubt somewhere this evening we will have produced the next Constitution Hill, John Bunn, Honeysuckle, or so on or so forth. We'd also like to thank all of you for staying behind after racing to watch the sale, but most importantly, we would like to thank the team here at Sandown Park Racecourse who have been exemplary. They have been absolutely brilliant to the team at Goffs all week. And we wish the team at Sandown every continued success. Thank you again. Safe journey home. Good night.